Welcome to the breakdown. I'm your host, Diane Rembert, avid reader, award-winning literary blogger, and the founder of Diamond's Literary World, which is my footprint in the literary industry. Today I'm going to talk to you about a book that I recently finished, one that had my emotions so on high that I was up tweeting at 4 a.m. About one of the characters. We'll get into that in a little bit. I'm talking about none other than Man Swappers by Cairo, which is his name presents, Straber Books. This book is a part of a series, but where you will see various characters flow throughout the series. However, each book, stands on its own. This particular book is about a set of triplets. Persia, Porsha, and Paris, also known as Pain, Pleasure, and Passion. These three sisters have made a pact to have sex with the same man at the same time. Don't understand how they do it, but this is something that they agreed to do, and they've been doing it for years. And they tell you about their different sescapades with these men, and they also have agreed that if one is feeling somebody, then they all agree that they'll back off, or if one has agreed to stop sleeping with one, they all agree to back off. But rules, as we know, have been made to be broken. So you have one sister, Persia, who is the dominant out of the three. They're three unique individuals, very successful, come from very successful parents. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied this morning. Very successful women living here in New Jersey, and they have three different personalities. So Persia, they never say the birth order, but she is more of like the mother figure, and she kind of talks her sisters into doing certain things. It's also important to know that Persia was one, it was probably, as you read the book, probably her idea for them to even get started in this lifestyle. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't want to give too much away because I want you to go and check it out for yourself. However, Paris is a little more, I don't want to say subdued, but I guess that would probably be the perfect word for her. And then you have Porsha, who's like she's like the cross in between. Now, they have this overbearing mother. It's so funny. They have this overbearing mother, very humble father at this point in his life. And so she's a little overbearing, and I think that that's probably the reason why her and Persia don't get along too well. That amongst other things that you will find out as you read the book. But one sister begins to develop feelings for one of the guys that they've had a sexual tryst with. Or I'll say he begins to have feelings for one of the sisters, and they start to develop a relationship. Then you have another sister who finds a young man of her own, and they develop a relationship. But there's always that trifling one. And I won't tell you who she is. I won't tell you what she did. All I'm going to say is I was so heated because I could not understand how your sister, let alone your triplet, could be so trifling. Like, and almost try to make excuses for the things that she did. It's totally unbelievable. And I was, so in my emotions and up reading, and I knew no one was up and I didn't want to wake anyone up, so I took to Twitter, and I don't even know if anybody responded, but I just had to get it out. And the reason why I won't share it with you here today is, again, because I want you to go and check out the book for yourself. Man Swappers by Cairo. Cairo did the darn thing in this book. Now, I related to this book very much so because, again, it was here in the state of New Jersey. He was using streets like Bloomfield Avenue and places like that that I could literally walk outside of my door and walk to. He mentioned, you know, establishments that I'm very well aware of. A town that I'm always in Montclair, if you know me. He mentioned Montclair. So, I was reading this book like, wow, I was, like I said, relating to it in every possible way. He talked about, Atlantic City. He talked about Connecticut. All relatable things to me. And I love that about this book because it kind of, broke up some of the things that were going on, so, it's an erotica. Let me just forewarn you. So there's plenty of sex. You open-minded to read this book, because if not, you will probably be somewhat not turned away. But again, if you're not open-minded, you might be offended, would be the better word. And so, you have that. You have the relationship that develops between the sisters and their male counterparts. You have the relationship between the three sisters. You also have the relationship between the sisters and their mother as well as their father. And then you have, you get a cameo appearance by someone who was in another book. And then there's a breakout character that has her own book, which is next in the series. And you'll hear about that soon enough. So, there's, like I said, and then you have your anger from being so trifling. Then you go through. Then you have forgiveness. Plays in this book. There's so many emotions that you go through when you're reading this. It's not just an erotica. Yeah, I promise you. If it was, I would tell you, but it's not. So, unfortunately, I have to give it 4.5 diamonds because I did see a couple of grammatical errors. And so, I would love to, but I can't. However, highly recommend you go pick it up if you are looking for an erotica, because I promise you, he delivers in this book. If you've ever read anything by Cairo, you already know what I mean. So there you have it today. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch the video. I also want to thank you for subscribing to the channel. And all of the support that you give me at Diamond's Literary World. It means everything to me. So stay tuned for more reviews. Until next time, be blessed and happy reading.